When you hear the word America, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Is it democracy, liberty, free and fair elections? But there's a problem with these assumptions. A simple analysis of our campaign finance system will reveal that our elections have been unfairly dominated by big corporations, unions, and ultra-wealthy donors. This is what we call big money, and they are at the source of what has been damaging our democratic process. My name is Zaid Hamda, and I am a student volunteer for Citizens Take Action. We need to look into how big money managed to gain such commanding control over our elections, as well as what we can do to help.
In modern elections, the political process has been dominated by super PACs and powerful special interest groups. As a result, lawmakers are not doing the job they were elected to do. Rather than focusing on passing meaningful legislation that benefits American citizens, politicians have prioritized serving the interests of their biggest donors, even if it goes against what the people want. Big corporations have lobbied enormous amounts of money in order to prevent legislation that would hurt their interests, even if that legislation would actually benefit the country as a whole.
But before we come up with any solutions, we must examine how we got here. And the answer is simple: the Supreme Court.
It was not just one Supreme Court ruling that derailed our elections. Rather, it was a slew of decisions that have repeatedly struck down limits on campaign spending by corporations, the most infamous one being Citizens United v. FEC in 2010. Using the flawed reasoning of free speech, the court ruled that the government cannot limit campaign spending just like it cannot limit free speech.
Ever since, corporations, super PACs, and mega donors continue to wield unduly influence on our elections, and the voices of the people continue to be drowned out. But there is good news to be excited about. We have the power to fix it, and this is how.
Throughout U.S. history, shameful Supreme Court decisions have been overturned in the form of amendments to the Constitution. Just look at the Dred Scott case, which eventually got nullified by the 13th Amendment. Our situation is no different. It is our job to get an amendment passed, and we have the tools to do it. That is why Citizens Take Action is advocating for the Restore Democracy Amendment, which will grant Congress and state legislatures the power to limit campaign spending by corporations, unions, mega donors, and other big money interest groups.
What gives me so much confidence in passing the Restore Democracy Amendment is that it is not a partisan issue. It's a people issue. Big money in politics is a problem with both liberal donors and conservative donors, both corporations and unions, both Democrats and Republicans. Big money does not have a political ideology, nor is it associated with any political party. It only diminishes the power that we the people have in controlling our electoral and lawmaking systems.
Public opinion is on our side. We have support from people of all political affiliations. 2/3 of Republicans, 85% of Democrats, and 70% of independents oppose the Citizens United Supreme Court ruling and support getting big money out of politics.
So what are we waiting for? If you're a political organization looking to make some meaningful change, then it is time that you join our movement so we can continue to strengthen our coalition at the national level. Liberal, conservative, progressive, moderate, or libertarian, it does not matter. We need to fix our campaign finance system in order to ensure that our political system remains a true democracy.
For more information on Citizens Take Action and our movement, go to citizenstakeaction.org.